Hello and welcome to 1454 in our side family. The next time we see our side families after this, we will be rolling for war. Something else is happening in war that we're going to have to roll for, but that is not happening this year. This year, we're about to do birthdays. As always, we will start with our oldest, 50-year-old little Goodwin. Nobody's turning 40 this year. So let's start with the 50-year-old. She has to roll a 6, 9, 14, or 20 to live. And here we go. She does not live. So she's going to die next year. Here is little Goodwin. All right, and we do not have, like I said, any 40-year-olds, so we're moving to the 30-year-olds who just get a little gray hair in their head, and we are going to start with Anastasia Elmore. They have to roll an 8 or higher. Anastasia dies. She is going to live for 3 more years. And here is Anastasia Elmore. All right, Melina Wardmark lives. Here is Melina Wardmark. Ivan Whalen is next, and he lives. Here is Ivan Whalen. Christina Brown lives. Here's Christina Brown. Angela Summer does not live. Wow, she dies. Okay. In 3 years, here is Angela Summer. Andrew McCarthy lives. Okay, here's Andrew McCarthy. Barton Elmore is next. He lives. Good, because he just got married. Here is Barton Elmore. Philip Wardmark does not live. He dies, this year. Next is Odin Cornwell. He lives. And here is Odin Cornwell. And finally, Margaret Betts dies. Oh my goodness. Next year. Here is Margaret Betts. Okay, we have a lot of 20-year-olds, and we will not be going to visit them because they don't get to age up. They don't change. We don't take new pictures. There's nothing. So let's just start with the twins. Yetta and Wilson have both lived so far to be 20. There's 3 numbers they need to avoid. So first we roll for Yetta. She lives, and then her twin brother, Wilson, lives. They need to avoid 3, 7, and 19, so they're good to go. Next, we have Daisy Willett. Oh, no. Did I jinx her by saying that, this year she just had babies. She just had Cordell Willett last year. Daisy, and she just turned 20. She had so many more years, 10 more years of having babies. I'm sorry, can y'all tell that I had picked the Willett family as my family I was following? Okay, Adele Hayward is next. She lives. Hugh Willett is next. He lives. Fern Miller. Oh, I wasn't going to roll for the people in our main house, but Fern lives. And I'm not going to go back and re-roll because she lives. So we're right here. Foster Anderson lives. Kristen Miller lives. Dahlia Gregory's husband, who I have not picked for her yet, but he lives, which is good. Larkin Miller lives. Stephen Bell lives. Inez Blackburn, also I haven't picked her husband yet. He lives. Joseph Woodclan lives. Dagan Madrigal, who is our Ginevra's husband, he lives. And finally, Victoria Miller lives. Oh my gosh, Daisy's the only person who died. All right, now we have teens, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teens. We have a set of twins right here, Alice and Ambrose. There's one number they need to avoid. As usual, we just roll for them to age up here. The rest of the things happen once we get over to their house. So here is Alice's roll. She lives, and her twin brother Ambrose also lives. All right, here is Alice. She's a vegetarian and proper, and she is competitive. All right, we still have 16 We still have 16 options. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got fairy. Okay, because she got the fairy thing, she's going to move to Ireland. So first, we need to roll to see when she's going to get married. So 15 years, and she's going to move to Ireland in 4 years. Here is Alice Burgess. Okay, here goes Ambrose. He is gloomy and a dog lover and a geek. All right, and this time we go from the back, 1 to 16, and we count from 14. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 11, 12, 13. Creativity is 14, and we have 6 of those. Number 5. So again, we start at the back. Whoops. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lord of the Knits. So he actually has nothing stopping us from rolling. He's going to get married in 5 years. Okay. Here is Ambrose Burgess. Then we have Seth Von Metz, who lives. Okay, here is Seth. Oh, Seth Von Metz. He's proper and childish and loyal. All right, 1 to 16. We have 16, and that's all the way down here at the end. So he wants to be a werewolf, and that means he's going to be moving to Liechtenstein. So we're going to roll for his wedding in 11 years, and he's going to move in 3 years. Okay, here is Seth Von Metz. Next up is Bryce Beauregard, who lives. Okay, Bryce Beauregard is a plant lover and adventurous, and he's also a foodie and loves makeup. All right, 1 to 16, and we have 6, but we're counting from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, love, and there are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, soulmate. I think that means he gets married in 3 years. All right, so what we decided to do if they rolled soulmate is that they would get married in 3 years, but we are going to roll to see when they're going to start having babies, because his soulmate doesn't have anything to do with like the family, like the super parent, the big happy family, or family oriented. They get married in 3 years, but soulmate, they get married, but they don't start having babies for 11 years. So he's going to get married in 3 years, and then 8 years after that, they're going to start having babies. So here is Bryce Beauregard. And then we have Anthony Gambino, who lives. And here is Anthony Gambino. Oh, that looks so weird. He's a glutton and he's gloomy. Oh my goodness, he looks so much like the Price family. He's also an idealist. I think he's one of those kids that I would look at and I would be like, I know your granddad. You look just like him. So funny. Anyway. All right. We're starting at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got family. Oh no. What are we going to get? Vampire family. He's got the freckles too. Oh my gosh. All right. For vampire family, they're going to move to Romania. So we'll roll to see when he's getting married and when he's going to move. But oh my gosh. All right. Let's see when he's going to get married in 3 years. And when does he go to Romania? In 15 years. All right. Here is Anthony Gambino. And finally, Keenan Price, who lives. And here is Keenan Price. He's a recycled disciple and he's nosy. And he's jealous. Wow. All right. Oh, wrong one. Let's see what he gets. We're starting from the back, going 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nature. 2, 3, 11. There are 11 things now in nature. Here we go. 10. So we start from the back. There's 8, 9, 10. Crystal crafter. All right, that just means nothing special. We just roll for him to get married. So he gets married in 14 years. Okay, here's Keenan Price. We don't have very many children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children is all we have. There are 2 numbers they need to avoid. So we start with Owen Smith, who lives. Here's Owen Smith. Then Edmund Anderson also lives. Let's just keep rolling 20s. That's fine. All right, here's Edmund Anderson. Purple eyes. Then we have another Owen, Owen Field, and he lives. They're both named after their grandfather, Owen, by the way. That's why we have two. Here is Owen Field. Then we have Liam Miller, who lives. Here is Liam Miller. Next up is Thomas Brown, who lives. All right, here's Thomas Brown. And finally, Gideon Oak, who also lives. And here's Gideon Oak. All right, then we move to the toddlers. Let me get them all selected again. All right, for the toddlers, there are 5 numbers that they need to avoid. First, we have Evan Whalen, and he lives. Here's Evan Whalen. Then Rosa Drake. She lives. Here's Rosa Drake. Sabrina Wardmark dies in 3 years. Here's Sabrina Wardmark. Polly Ward lives. And here's Polly Ward. Astrid Hudson lives. Here is Astrid Hudson. Otelia Fisher lives. Here's Otelia Fisher. Andrew McCarthy lives. Here's Andrew McCarthy. Virgil Hayward, dies in 2 years. Here's Virgil Hayward. Alan Smith lives. Here's Alan Smith. Almost every one of our toddlers have been clingy. Ember Miranda lives. Here's Ember Miranda. Beautiful purple eyes. And Wilhelmina Carroll dies. Oh my gosh. This year. All right, now we move over to the babies. And as you can see, we have a few less than we had last time. So all of these we don't need this time around. And then we'll see what we get on the other side. Now, you'll notice Camille McCarthy, Serenity Archer, Dahlia Gregory, and Inez Blackburn, they all have dashes beside their name because they got married last year, and I don't know what their last name is because I haven't loaded the game up yet. So once I load up the game, I will change their last name, and we'll put that in there. So you'll see it right after I roll for them, but I don't know what their name is right now. So as always, we roll first for the mom. And if they roll anything but a 1, 1 is the only thing that they die in childbirth on. And then we roll for their children or their child, their baby. And the babies live if we roll anything odd or 8, 10, or 20. So first we're going with Dahlia Woodclan. She lives and her baby dies right here at the beginning. All right, next is Catherine Bell. She lives and her baby lives. Nice. All right, Catherine and Stephen have had one child named Catherine. So this baby is going to be Stephen if it's a boy, or named Martha after Stephen's mom if it's a girl. All right, let's see what we're having. It's a boy. So here is Stephen Bell. Baby Stephen has white hair like mom. And he's sensitive. And here's little Stephen Bell. Then we have, Byron Miller's wife. I also don't know her name. So there's a couple of people. Adam Hammond's wife is in here and Ralph Archer's wife. So you'll see their names as soon as I roll. So Byron Miller's wife lives and their baby does not. So never mind. You won't see it, but you'll see it eventually. Okay, Camille McCarthy. She lives and her baby dies. Wow, we are starting out awful. So you won't see Camille's new last name either. All right, Tilla Whalen, this could be her last baby. She lives and her baby does not. So that means this is not her last baby. Because if your baby dies, then they get to have a baby the next year. If their baby doesn't die, they wait 2 years. If their baby lives, they have another one 2 years later. And in 2 years, Tilla's going to be too old. So if her baby lived, that would be her last one. But the baby did not live. So Tilla is going to get one last baby before she gets too old. All right, Polly Ward, she lives and her baby lives 8, 10, or 20. Good. We need some more yeses. Okay. Polly is having a baby. And I have no idea about names, so I got to go pull it up. A boy. Okay, we don't have one named Everett yet because of our triplet names that we will be fixing. I know we've talked about it before, as long as they age up to teenagers. All right, Everett Ward. Oh my gosh, look at them hugging. So cute in the background. Brown hair like Mom. And he's sunny. All right, here's Everett Ward. His eyes are so pretty. Okay, Astrid Hudson lives and her baby does not. Wow. All right, Mary Gambino lives and her baby does not. Oh my goodness. Margaret Betts lives and her baby does not. Oh no. Okay, Leah Miller lives and her baby lives. Wow. All right, Maverick and Leah have had all of these children. So they've definitely had a boy named Maverick and a girl named Leah. So we are in the alphabet and we are in the D's. It's a boy. All right, we've got Dustin, Dunwine, Drogo, Dedrick, and David. Oh my gosh, I have a friend whose boyfriend's name is Dedrick. That's so funny. Okay, so sure, we're going to go with Dedrick. And then we'll be in the E's. Dedrick Miller. I'm going to have to text him today and tell him that I named somebody after his. Well, there's twins. Dedrick and Deborah. Oh my gosh. And I have to do more rolls. Oh my gosh. I just want everybody to live. Okay, so we know Dedrick lived and we know Mom lived through having Dedrick. So we roll one more time. Well, I'll explain it. Let me get the roller. All right, so we have to roll once for Mom to give birth to Deborah and live, and she does. And then once more for Mom to give birth to multiples and live, and she does. And then we have to roll for baby Deborah to live, which is all odds plus 8, 10, or 20 like we've been doing, and she lives. Yay. Okay, wonderful. It looks like Dedrick might have brown hair like Mom, and he's calm. And baby girl also has brown hair like Mom. And Deborah is calm. 2 calm babies. Here is Dedrick Miller. Here is Deborah Miller. Okay, Aylin Elmore lives and her baby does not. Adele Hayward lives and her baby does. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, Adele, this is their second baby. They've already had a boy named Domnus who died. So if it's a girl, we're doing Adele. If it's a boy, we will do Adele's dad, which I will have to go see what his name is because he's dead and I don't remember. But it's a girl, so Adele is all we have to worry about. I knew it was going to be twins for some reason. Adele and Adeline, maybe? How are we going to spell that? What if we just say Addie? Okay, I'll spell it like that. Adeline. Oh my gosh. I don't want twins because bad things happen when I have to roll for twins. Okay, where's the other baby? All right, over here. There's so many people in this house now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lindsay, why are you crying? Okay, their dad's name is Urian. So Urian will be the next boy name. But first we have to roll. So 2 times for Mom, once for the second baby, she lives. Once for giving birth to multiples, she lives. And now for baby Adeline, she lives. Well, okay, well, if they're going to keep letting twins live, then I guess it's fine. Both of the babies have Mom's hair. Adele is calm. Wow, this might be the day of calm. And Adeline is cautious, okay? Okay, I do not know which twin this is because her name is not up here. So we're going to take a picture, and then when we go back to the house, I'll know who it is. Okay, that was Adele. Now we have Adeline. I think they might be identical, but here is Adeline. I did put different dresses on them at least. Oh, here's another wife. Barton Elmore's wife lives, and their baby does not. Oh, there's what bad is everybody that says wife or has a blank, this is their first baby. And Byron's baby did not make it. Camille's baby did not make it. And now Barton's baby did not make it. We're about to do 3 in a row right after Valerie. So Valerie McCarthy is next. She lives and her baby lives. All right, Valerie and Andrew have already had 2 children, one named Valerie and one named Andrew. So we are in the alphabet and we're on the E's. It's a girl. We're going to go with Eloise. Why? What is happening with all the... Oh, my gosh. We'll do Elaine. Oh, my gosh. Another set of twins. All right. Mom's first roll. She lives. Mom's second roll. She lives. Now for our second baby, Elaine, she dies. Oh. All right. So here is Eloise. She has dark hair like her mom. And she's sunny. All right, here's Eloise McCarthy. All right, first baby for Serenity Archer. Oh, no. No, Serenity is going to die in childbirth and her baby lives. So since Serenity is going to die, I left her and just had Peter move in with her sister Frida and her husband Caspian. So she lives here with them, and she's going to have her baby who lives, and then she will be dying. All right, so since it's first baby, it'll be Serenity if it's a girl, and Peter if it's a boy. I just realized I forgot to change her last name, so I'll change the baby's name. It's a boy. The one time I wanted twins to actually live. Oh gosh, everybody's over here seeing Serenity, and the baby boy is aging up. And he's sensitive, and he has, I don't know, because both of his parents have blonde hair, but it's a different shade of blonde. Oh my gosh. Amara at our house has gone into labor while I'm waiting. Click OK to handle her pregnancy. Oh my gosh, we have to go back to the main house and have a baby. And here's Peter Long. Amara's in labor out here on the swing when I loaded into the yard. All right, Amara, let's do this. We need one baby that's going to live for Amara and Godfrey. All right, they've lost 3 babies, Godfrey, Amara, and Harris. So we are in the alphabet. It's a girl. All right, and we're in the F names. And one of the names is Fiona. So I'm going to go with Fiona Miller. Okay, 1 baby, but I've got to roll for Amara and the baby, and I'm so worried. They've lost every baby. All right. This is Amara's roll. She lives. And now baby girl Fiona lives. Yay! All right. So she's going to stay like this as an infant, and we will come age her up when we're actually playing the game. Okay. Dahlia Gregory, her first baby, she lives, and her baby does too. Okay, it's a Dahlia and Reese's first baby, so it's going to be Dahlia or it's going to be Reese. Wow, they got a bunch of dirty bowls sitting around. Reese Carnot is this baby's name, named after his dad. All right, baby boy Reese. Looks like he has brown hair, maybe like dad. We'll find out when we get in. And he's sunny. His hair's dark like mom. Here's Reese Carnot. Hey, that is our red family in France, so we're happy about that. All right, Adam Hammond, their first baby. His wife lives, and the baby lives too. All right, Sasha and Adam are having their first baby. Apparently, she's going to stretch before she goes in to have the baby. At least we don't have to come up with names for this one. Adam did not just take off running. Adam Hammond, baby boy. Adam took off swimming. Get in this house. She was about to go swim too. That's all they want to do around here, swim.
Brush you.
All right, baby boy is wiggly. Here's Adam Hammond. After all those no's at the top, I love seeing these. They're red. The green. Okay, Leanne Hayward lived, and their baby does not. Oh my gosh. I think they've lost so many of their kids. Sif Smith lives, and her baby lives. Sif and Alan have had one baby boy named Alan. So this, if it's a girl, will be Sif. If it's a boy, we're in the alphabet because Alan's dad's name was also Alan. So we can't go dads. It's a girl. So we have Sif. Oh gosh, of course there's twins. Sif and Serena. Oh my gosh, all the twins. All right. Mom to have the second baby lives. Mom to have twins lives. And now Serena lives. Wow. All right. Sif has black hair like mom. And she's cautious. And Serena, I can't tell. I think her hair must be black too. And she's sunny. Okay, here is Sif. And here is Serena. All right, Ember Miranda lives and her baby lives 8, 10, or 20. All right, Ember Miranda had already rolled to die this year as well from her birthday. So she is going to give birth to the baby and then she dies. So they do have a daughter named Ember already. So if they have a boy, it'll be Kenneth. If they have a girl, Ember's mom's name was also Ember. So we will be in the alphabet. It's a girl. All right, we're doing G names. And I think we'll do Gloria. Gloria Miranda. Finally, only one baby. Gloria is cautious and she has brown hair like her mom. So Dad's going to live here with both girls. Gloria Miranda with her beautiful purple eyes that match her dress. Florence Burgess lives and her baby lives. All right, Florence and Dorian have had 2 children, Dorian and Florence, and they have both died. So we are in the alphabet because Dorian's dad is Dorian. I guess Dorian's mom we could do after Dorian's mom if it's a girl. But it's a boy. All right, H's as a boy. I mean, I don't know if we've done Henry in a while, so let's do Henry Burgess. One boy. All right, Henry's got black hair like mom, and he's calm. Okay, here's Henry Burgess. Cute green eyes. Tilda Dale lives, and her baby lives. Wow. All right, we're with the traveling troupe, and Tilda and Elias are having their 3rd baby. None of their first 2 have lived. So we've had Tilda and Emily, who died. So if this baby is a boy, it's going to be named Elias after his dad. If it's a girl, we're in the alphabet in the I's this time. It's a girl. We're going to go with Ivy. Ivy Dale. Just one girl. Oh my gosh. She just straight up went and got in the bed. Please come and age up the baby. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this house a multiple people can live in it traveling troupe. Dead Winston Price is here. Okay. Anyway, Ivy is intense and she has blonde hair like her mom. I didn't mean to grab that. Here is little Ivy Dale, raised in a traveling troupe. Okay, first baby, Ralph Archer's wife lives and the baby dies. Oh my gosh. Then Inez Blackburn, her first baby. No. Why? What is happening? Her baby lives and she dies. Twice. 2 of our brand new, newly married moms. Oh my gosh. And Inez's mom has been dead. It's just been her and her dad for so long. And now it's going to be her dad and her husband and her baby. Oh my gosh. This is awful. It's 11 no's and 13 yeses, which is exactly just a little over 50%, which is what the statistics are. So, okay, here we go. All right, she's supposed to have a skirt on, but apparently it doesn't show up, so she has an invisible skirt on. But Inez is having their first baby, and then she, unfortunately, will be dying, which you just saw. So it's going to be Jameson if it's a boy, and Inez if it's a girl. It's a boy. Jameson Randolph. Oh my gosh, and a girl. I need Inez to also live. I did not know it was going to be twins. Oh, it's because she's going to die, right? The one that was Serenity. I wanted Serenity to have twins because she was going to die. Y'all, I was about to age up the babies without even rolling. Okay, well, we don't have to roll for Inez because we already know she's dying. So we're going to roll for the baby. Oh my gosh, she lives. Okay, both kids lived. Age up. And then where is Jameson and where is baby Inez? You come age up this baby. All right. She's trying to eat some birthday cake. Oh my gosh, her dad's just casually walking around with no clothes on. Alexander, put some clothes on, dude. Thank you. All right. Oh, one of them has blonde like dad and one of them has black like mom. That's so cute. Inez is calm. Are we going to get two calm babies again? And Jameson is sensitive. Oh, I cannot wait. Jameson is the one with dark hair. Oh, Jameson got mom's hair and Inez got dad's hair. I'm going to go take pictures of the babies first before I kill her, just because I have to wait till she dies before I can load into Cass. Okay, here is Jameson. And here is Inez. All right, we'll stay and do the death rolls. I mean, not rolls, but we'll do the death for mom. And then we've also got to do all the other deaths for this year. And then the last thing we have to do is move. 2 families are moving this year. George Miller just got married, and he and his wife are joining the traveling troupe. And Ralph Archer and his family, he just got married last year, and they're moving to Spain. But in this year, we had 5 sets of twins, and only 1 set had anybody die. So we have 4 sets of twins that lived. That is just incredible. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to Inez, and then we will move George and Ralph and their families. All right, here's George and his wife, Vesta. They're leaving behind his dad, who is now the only living member of their family. And in Forgotten Hollow / Romania, and they're joining a traveling troupe. And here is Ralph Archer and his wife, and they are moving to Spain. So we're just going to add them over here. No, we'll put them right here. That way everybody so far lives in this area, and we'll expand out as we need to. There we go. A new family added to Spain. I forgot to say the Adam Hammond family had our second baby in Spain. The Wardmarks had our first. So now we have had 2 children who live in Spain. I also like that in Spain we've got blue families, we've got yellow families, they're yellow, and we have purple families. So some of every family has moved to Spain now. And that is it for this one. I think going forward, I'm going to be switching this up. I actually sat and timed myself filming this to see how long it takes to film this one video with all the components that it has. And it is almost exactly 6 hours to just film this one video. That's not counting any of the rest of it. So that is me updating the spreadsheet. That is me loading into and out of all the houses. And so 6 hours is just not beneficial to anybody, but unless this video was getting like millions of views, it's definitely not worth the time that I'm putting into it for what I'm getting out of it. So I know it's more entertaining and it's easier to watch this way than the ways I've done it in the past. I just don't know what the way forward is going to be. I do not have a solution or even an idea at this point, but I'm going to leave the family right here at 1454. The next time we see them, it will be wartime. So we will be doing war rolls, but we'll be back before then with our main household. And in the meantime, I will be thinking through what this is going to look like in the future for our side families. Thank you again for watching. If you have made it all the way through, give me some people emojis for all the people. I don't care what they look like, how old they are, just give me some people. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.